So get this. What if you could turn a single sentence into a fully interactive app prototype? I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's real. And it's all thanks to Stitch, Google's incredible AI design tool. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see how this tech is completely shaking up the way we build things for the web.
Okay, we've all been there, right? The holidays are just around the corner, and boom, suddenly there's all this pressure to give your website or your app a fresh, festive new look. It sounds like a great idea, but let's be honest, in reality, it usually turns into a massive headache.
I mean, have you ever found yourself just staring at the screen, totally blank, trying to figure out how to capture that perfect Christmas vibe without having to do a huge, crazy expensive overhaul? Yeah, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone.
And that's because the way we used to do it is just, well, it's full of roadblocks. First, you hit that creative wall. Then the design work itself just seems to drag on forever, and you almost always need a developer to actually make it work, which, you guessed it, adds up. It gets expensive, fast. This is exactly why so many websites just look the same all year long.
But what if you had an AI co-designer? Something that could handle all that heavy lifting for you? Well, this is where Google Stitch comes in. And believe me, it's not just another tool. It is a complete game changer for literally everyone involved.
Now, you might have heard of Stitch before. It's been around for a little while. But what we're talking about today is on a whole different level. It has been supercharged with some of Google's most powerful AI, turning it from just a handy tool into a genuine creative partner.
So what's under the hood here? Well, first, there's an advanced reasoning model. You can think of this as the brain of the operation. It's the part that understands fuzzy, abstract ideas like a Christmas vibe and knows how to translate that into the perfect colors and fonts. Then you've got a world-class generative AI that provides all the visual muscle, creating all the images and design elements from scratch. All right, enough talk. Let's see what this thing can actually do. We're about to watch Stitch take one simple text prompt and magically turn it into a multi-screen mobile app. Right here, right now.
That's it. Seriously, that's the entire instruction we're giving the AI. It's just a clear, simple sentence asking for an app, laying out the products, the feel we're going for, and the most important button. No complicated design briefs, no mood boards, just this.
And just like that, the AI is off to the races. Those two models start collaborating. One is reasoning through the prompt, figuring out the logic, while the other is busy generating layouts, picking colors, and building out the entire structure of the app. It's pretty amazing to think about.
And here it is, the result. And look, it's not just one screen. Stitch has generated a complete, cohesive app. You've got a home page, you've got detailed product pages for the cake and the wine, and it's perfectly woven in those all-important Order Now buttons. But the wildest part? This whole thing took just a few seconds.
Okay, so static images are cool and all, but how does the app actually feel to use? Well, turning this design into a clickable prototype is, wait for it, ridiculously simple. You just select the screens you want, you click one button, and that's it. You're done. And just like that, you have a fully interactive prototype in your hands. You can scroll, you can click buttons, you can test the entire user journey from start to finish. All of this before anyone has written a single line of code. Think about what a huge time saver that is for getting feedback from clients or users. It's incredible. So building new stuff from scratch is obviously amazing. But what if you've already got a website and you just want to make it better? Well, Stitcher has some seriously powerful features for that too, including one that can basically predict how your users are going to behave. Meet the Redesign Agent. You don't even have to upload screenshots anymore. You just pop in your website's URL. Here, with a simple prompt asking for a Christmas theme, Stitch just goes out, grabs all the content, and generates 3 totally different, professional-looking options. It's like having an entire design agency on call 24/7. Now this next feature, this is a true game changer, especially if you're thinking about the business side of things. It's called a predictive heat map. You can think of it like an AI-powered crystal ball for your website. It analyzes your design and tells you exactly where a user's eyes are most likely to land. You know, to get this kind of data the old way, you'd have to install special plugins on your live site and then just wait, sometimes for weeks, just to get enough user data. By then, you're always playing catch-up, making reactive changes. Stitch gives you this same insight instantly, which means you can optimize your design before it even goes live.
So how do you actually use this? It's super simple. The bright red areas on the heat map show you the hotspots, where user attention is highest.
This tells you exactly where you should put your most important stuff, like your Order Now or Sign Up buttons, to get the most clicks and, make more money.
So, when you put all of this together, the instant app generation, the one-click prototyping, the AI redesigns, the predictive analytics, it really starts to feel like we're looking at a brand new way of working, a whole new workflow for building things online.
So what are the big takeaways? Well, first, the speed is it's mind-blowing. Second, it makes high-quality design accessible to anyone, even if you don't know a lick of code. Third, it lets you be strategic and data-driven right from day one. And finally, it's an incredible tool for inspiration, right? It can bust you out of any creative block by instantly generating a bunch of new ideas.
And all of this leads us to the big question, the one everyone is asking. With AI that can dream up ideas, design, and analyze this well, what does it mean for the human designer? Is this technology a threat, a replacement, or is it about to become the single most powerful and collaborative tool a creative person has ever had?